I wasn't in particularly any kind of culture, not like the typical kind of punk or anything like that.
More of a sport culture than anything else, because that's what I've loved all my life, really.
All my friends and I, we were into all the Beatles in a big way, and sort of, you know, Tamla Motown and all things like that.
It wasn't until I was about 15, 16 that I suddenly discovered pop music.
I was kind of a light rocker kind of thing, I think. I used to be into pop as well, like in the 90s.
I'm into the sort of culture that all those rock fans are into, but I don't know, a bit of everything, I guess.
I listen to everything really, but the only thing I don't like is rap or reggae.
Quite open-minded, a lot of rock, a lot of dance.
The end of the punk sort of stuff, a bit of sort of Clash, Sham 69, but then you started sort of listening to some of the new romantic, Kraftwerk, Human League, Depeche Mode.
It's mostly types of music like grime, dance, hip-hop, varied amount.
Like metal bands really, like Bullet for Valentine, Lost Prophets, and back then it was bands like Hearsay. Yeah, that's right.
I'd say my favourite bands are like My Chemical Romance and Green Day and Meanie at Six.
In a way, yeah, because you can see what they're doing on, say, the grime, and you don't want to be like that because it can tell it gets you into trouble, so you learn from that.
I think people have made more of an influence on me than you know, sort of pop music.
Green Day was a big influence on me getting into a band.
I just enjoyed the music for what it was, but it didn't actually have that much of a cultural significance to me.
It's definitely influenced me a lot, like the way that I write stuff, the way that I think, the way that I dress.
People like Frank Sinatra have had a really good voice that kind of influenced me in kind of singing.
Teenagers today have a lot more than what we ever had.
I think it's like sort of just stayed the same, but everyone's just like giving it different labels and names. And like as you grow older, you grow like, I guess, more aware of everything. As like it sort of hits you, because when you're a teenager you like learn so many more things than you did as a child, and your parents were protecting you.
I think we've got a lot more freedom than you know, people sort of, you know, growing up today. I think we also had to, whatever we had to earn. It wasn't given to, well, it certainly wasn't given to me on a plate.
Probably had more respect of our elders then than kids have, or teenagers have today. But I could be wrong.
There's a lot more knife crime and stuff involved. Back then it was kind of like, yeah, let's go out and ride our bikes. But now it's kind of like, okay, let's ride our bikes but wear bulletproof armour. Obviously you wouldn't do that, but like, you know what I mean? It's a lot more sort of everyone for themselves sort of thing. Yeah, it was Hearsay. Go me.
It was at the Wembley Town Hall, and it was the Animals.
I think it was REM at Cardiff Arms Park, which is a long time ago.
A Britney Spears concert when I was fairly young.
The first proper gig I probably went to was when I went to university, and we had Level 42 and a band called, what's it called, Joe Boxers.
I was 11 years old and it was an Avril Lavigne concert at the Birmingham NEC.
The first proper gig I went to was to see Fall Out Boy, and it was one of the best nights of my life actually. It was great, yeah.
I'll probably change like a little bit as I see like more new stuff and more new experiences, but I think it'll be like roughly the same.
Definitely. I'm one of those people that if I haven't got enough money, I won't get it on credit. I'll work harder for it, so I do extra shifts, or I'm guessing I'll like the same music as I get older, because I don't know, I've just always liked that sort of genre of music, although it has changed a bit.
I don't think I've changed that much since being a teenager, but I'm sure most people would disagree.
Yeah, definitely, because lots of different styles have come out now due to computer technology, so it's helped it.
Well, yeah, because now it's like so easy to just access music whatever you want, and you just see like loads of music all over the internet and on MySpace, and then everyone just illegally downloads everything. So it's like, oh, music's for free and no one really cares anymore, which is kind of sad.
I think it's made it more accessible. I think, you know, with iPods and things, you can, you know, I mean, when I was a teenager, I mean, you've got it was like a Walkman with a tape in, so everything was a lot more bulky, and then obviously it went to the sort of Walkman CD players. But now you've got your iPod and you can have thousands and thousands. So I think definitely, because you can listen to it anywhere.
In like even in bands like electronica bands, like people listen to those now, obviously because of technology like the keyboards and whatever. But yeah, definitely downloading is taking over sort of thing rather than going out and buying the CD and whatever.
I think it's made it easier for me to listen to music, and it's kind of easy for iTunes now when you just download something if you feel like it.
I used to get up quite early, go and do my horses, and I'd go and do a paper round, and I'd go to school, and walk to school and walk back again. Usually do at sports after school, come back, do my paper round, do the horses, and I'm going to bed because I'm shattered.
Getting up, eating, whatever I felt like really, sort of like, usually because of chocolate of some sort, just junk food, going out, hanging out with friends, whether that be just like hanging out outside or going around someone's house, listening to music or whatever, playing like video games or whatever. Yeah, just sort of just chilling really.
Sometimes I go out with my friends, either to their house or shopping centre, cinema, do a bit of homework, depending on how much I have, read a bit, and then go back to bed.
The Green Day gig in 2005 over at Milton Keynes Bowl.
I think probably leaving school was because it was just like, oh my god, that bit's over and done with now. Hooray!
I think when I got a driving licence, when I passed my test, literally I passed my test and with a mate, we went down to Devon in the car. So it was first out on the road, and it was the freedom.
Probably at my first proper gig because everyone was just jumping and screaming and
Pretty much goofing off is what teenagers do, and that's what teenagers are about.